going on? Mike Newman here with Inside Natural Bodybuilding. We're just getting ready to start the night show here at the INBA, PNBA Natural Universe. It's the best pro show I've been to all year, the deepest lineup of competitors. Only 8 competitors, but they're all looking good. And anyway, I picked a couple of guys out, but there's like 6 competitors that can go either way. So it's all a matter what the judges were looking for. I know my pick. I was one of the judges, but we couldn't share information at the judges' meeting. Only one person knows what's going to happen in the end. But I'll tell you, one guy they were talking about was Ahlstrom. I know he was one of the favorites of the judges. Everybody's talking. People in the audience were talking about him too. It's the first time I've seen him in person, and he seemed to bring the total package to the stage. Ahlstrom, he brought the perfect combination of size and conditioning, and yeah, people were quite impressed with what you brought to the stage. What's your weight at today, by the way?
I was about 165.
Okay.
Pre-carb up, so. First of all, thanks for the kind words, man. That's humbling. I appreciate it.
Yeah, everybody's talking about you. I knew you looked good, because you just won that NGA Pro show a couple weeks back at Flamingo. And so I know you were conditioned, but today you seem to bring some fullness to you, some size that I didn't know you had. So that was a little bit of a surprise. Not totally shocked. I knew you were going to look good and be one tough to beat. But nonetheless, here you are at the Natural Universe. Now, what made you choose the Natural Universe to do as one of your pro shows?
It was local in the area. I'm about 5 hours away. So there's... Okay. And the Flamingo was just, I had a hard time finding pro shows. Right. I wanted to get the win of my goal is the KC International to be at my best, and if all goes well, hopefully get on stage at the York Cup.
Oh, so you're doing the KC International, International as well, man. Okay, so
I'm getting in every organization this
year.
What
amateur organizations did you come up to get your pro cards?
NANBF.
Okay. IFBA. Did the PNBA, did they just accept you as an IFBA pro?
Same with
so
the
that worked out?
NGA as well.
Okay, gotcha. You're testing all the waters. Yep. Well, you're going to see a couple of guys in the lineup today at the Pro International. Ryan Doris said he's going to be there. Another guy said there's a couple of guys in this lineup you're going to see there, so that's not to be too surprised. And the KC Pro International is going to be a tough pro show.
Definitely.
But let's talk about the universe right now. After pre-judging, they really worked you. Was that the most... you were on stage a lot of the time. In fact, I don't think anybody was on stage more than you. The judges kept you up there.
Which is good. That's
and they kept sending guys off. They kept bringing guys on, but you stayed up there pretty much almost the whole entire time. Were you getting tired up on stage this morning?
Actually, no. I was getting a little gas towards the end, but this is the end of the 24th week of my prep, and there's not one day that I haven't worked on my posing at least 10 to 15 minutes. And I've worked with Jeff Alberts throughout the years, and I'm a firm believer in finishing every phase of your prep.
Yeah.
Your training, your cardio, your diet, and your posing and your presentation, and being your best on stage and showing what you have. So many guys neglect posing.
Well, they do, and Jeff Alberts is one of the good go-to guys to go to if you want to critique your posing skills. I didn't even know you were working with him.
I haven't worked with him in a few years, or since 11, but I worked with him in 010 and 011. Did a lot of Skype and a lot of phone calls and a lot of emails. Yeah. That's where I sharpened up my posing.
Nice.
Jeff's awesome. If you want to take your posing to the next level, he is definitely the guy.
3dmusclejourney.com. Go check those guys out. Okay, so you critiqued your play, and you didn't even look tired up there. You're holding your poses. A lot of the guys tend to, relax on stage. You never want to let the judges see you at your worst. You always want to look your best while you're on stage. You don't want to die at 24 weeks and then not be able to hold your poses on stage. Right. But it didn't seem like any of the competitors were having a problem holding their pose. It seemed like all of you were up there, and it seemed like you guys weren't really all that tired. But after the call-outs, they moved you guys around. How do you feel you placed? Were you a little confused as to what they were doing? What were they looking at? What were you thinking when they were...
I honestly have no idea.
Yeah.
I know it's 1st through 8th.
Because there's 8 guys. There's only 8 guys.
So I really, honestly, I don't know. Like I said when I got off, you grind so hard, and being up there on stage and that experience that I just had, that makes me realize why I do it, and I love being on stage, and I love the fact that I was up there and compared to everyone and got a shake.
Yeah, you sure did.
And that's all you ask for. You just want to look.
Well,
that's against everybody. The top guy, the bottom guy, the middle guy, whatever you are, you want to be able to be compared.
Yeah, well, you certainly got experience today. You had guys come from Australia. Michael Waddington and Justin Vergara, they flew over 20 hours from Australia to compete here. And just to compete against those 2 guys is a great experience. Ryan Doris, he's one of the up-and-comers everybody's raving about right now. And then, Shane Butler, he's another guy. You'll see him at the Pro International as well. So, so you're getting to compete against some top dogs here. So, just to hold your own, I think you're going to finish. You should finish in the top half of the class somewhere. It's just a matter of where. It's based on. I know what I did, but they wouldn't let us share information with the judges.
We can talk later, Mike.
Yeah, we sure can. Okay, so what are you going to do after tonight, depending on where you place? Are you going to go off the diet for one meal, or are you just going to stay right on track for the Pro International?
What I did coming out of Miami is I still have a few pounds to lose. I'm down like 2.6 from and I still have a little work to do. Like I said, when I started my diet day one, it was 26 days to Kansas City.
Yeah,
and
sure.
I started getting in better shape, and I knew my body, and I knew I could throw things together.
Yeah.
When I won my pro card, I dieted for 10 weeks from 193 to 167.
Okay.
And stripped it off quick and had
then.
way too much. I killed myself, so I wanted to. Of course, my goal, my idea of this whole prep was, I'll have a cheat meal here and there. My wife said, okay, let's see it. And I never did. I never veered from the diet. I stuck to the plan and just took it off nice and slow this time. And I think a lot less cardio helped me keep my size.
Yeah, nice and slow is the way to go. And
definitely.
It's always better. When you do it without cardio, that's always a plus.
For sure. My cardio has been very limited to what it's been in the past.
Okay, well, let's talk about your pre-contest a little bit, because you're a pre-contest prep coach yourself.
Yep.
Okay, you're pretty known in the industry for getting guys.
I've got a guy in this show too.
Yeah, and even got a guy in the show, you get Jason Vaughn.
Yep.
He's impressive. I've seen him. He should win his class, I would think, but he's going to make a good pro one of these days. But you get guys ready. You chose to go out and get your own prep guru. You got Cliff Wilson to hire. You hired him as your coach. What made you go with somebody else as opposed to doing it by yourself?
I just have a hard time, first of all, being subjective to my own physique and being able to look and dissect myself. I could easily see Mike Newman, what he needs to do. And it's so hard to look at yourself and make changes and be patient.
Yeah.
Right away you want to jump the gun. And you know what? It keeps my prep interesting.
Yeah.
I worked with Lane Norton for 3 years. I worked with Alberto Nunez.
Okay.
And I've kind of followed Cliff, and I know Cliff's worked with some really good pros, and I've got to know Cliff through a few shows and emails, and I just felt really comfortable with him, and I knew that he kept a watchful eye, and I knew he was in the Midwest, and we talked, and he was going to be at some shows, and I knew that he would be where I was. He was going to help me with my tan.
Yeah.
He was going to make sure I was dialed in, and you know what? It was awesome. He's been here, he's been on me, and he'll be the same thing in KC, and if, like I said, if I get to New York, and I believe he's going to be there too, so, and my business is growing, so I don't feel I should spend my, the time that people are paying me to help them on myself. It's very selfish and it's bad business.
I can understand that. And I always like working with different people. That way you can learn different approaches. And you might pick up some new kind of information, because you can take what Lane taught you, what Cliff's teaching you, what Alberto taught you, and just kind of roll into the Brian Ahlstrom methods and take a student of the game.
And I consider it all training. Like my trip to Miami, I wanted to fly and be able to tell a client that I had, hey, here's what's going to happen when you fly. Yeah. Here's what you need to do to travel.
Right.
I've done it. I've lived it. I've breathed it. I've done it before. So when I'm telling you, it's not that I heard from somebody else. Or, I've actually lived it, done it. I know what you're going to expect and what's going to happen. And I always tell my clients, there's things that are going to happen in your prep that you cannot control. We don't worry about those.
Yeah.
We worry about you and what you can control. So.
Well, you're certainly getting some experience this year, that's for sure. And you got a clothing line now? Let's talk about that for just a second.
www.beyonddriven.com. We've got whey protein, we've got clothing, and we're actually, within the next few weeks, we'll be launching a bunch of new items, some beanies, some camo tees, some cool stuff. So.
Okay, so good. Check it out.
Protein's awesome. Cake, batter,
yeah.
whey, and whey isolate is phenomenal.
It all sounds good, so check it out. Well, I'll let you guys know how Brian Ahlstrom does tonight. He's got a pro win under his belt already this year. He's going to do good tonight. I'll keep you guys updated on how he does when the finals are concluding. So until then, this is Inside Natural Bodybuilding with Brian Ahlstrom and Mike Newman. We're out of here. Thanks for watching.